It's Trisha Hirschberger with TechNSpec here on SourceFed. Raspberry Pi and Google Chromebooks. Hold on to your holsters because shit's about to get real. Raspberry Pi is a credit card-sized mini computer that only costs $25, or, a whopping $35 if you want to spring for the big guy with more memory and an extra USB port. But it's so much more than a cheap PC alternative. It's actually really kick-ass. Developed by the Raspberry Pi Foundation and manufactured and sold through either Element 14 or RS Electronics, Raspberry Pi is a single-board computer complete with ports for HDMI, an old RCA video adapter, Ethernet, USB, audio out, SD card, a digital camera interface, general I/O pins, and micro USB for plug-in power. So feel free to plug in all your externals and you are up and running. One of the goals in Raspberry Pi's creation was to encourage young programmers. It has very low power consumption, which opens it up for battery-powered applications. The graphics processor on the board is capable of full Blu-ray quality graphics, and even 3D graphics. So another common use for Raspberry Pi is as a super low-power, low-cost media center. If you are using this as a small computer, feel free to load whatever OS you can onto your SD card and get to it. Raspberry Pi is planned to run Linux, but others are ported already or are in the process. There's a huge community in support of this little guy, and it's 100% open source, so dream away and make it happen. And don't be afraid to try and learn from others. I mean, there's videos all over the internet for this stuff. Downsides to Raspberry Pi? It's a bit tricky to start up at first. There's no VGA connectivity, for the old school folk, and it's got no ARM v6 flash support and modest processing power. Now, we could nerd out on Raspberry Pi all day, but we simply don't have the time. So let's move on to the Google Chromebook. Google's Chromebook presents a super simple browser-based OS in a sleek-looking, very affordable shell. Early Chromebooks were greeted with much skepticism because they were compared to Windows computers. But now that the price has dropped to as low as $99 for classroom Chromebooks and $199 to $429 for retailers, the Chromebook is being judged independently of its Linux siblings. It's such a simple OS that it doesn't really require heavy processing power. Your storage is mostly cloud-based through Google, so there's no need for tons of memory. And for the daily computing needs of the light user, the Chromebook presents a great option. Specs on the models vary, but in general, it boots up super fast, it's totally virus-proof, it updates itself, and is very easy to use. So hey, grandma, grandpa, you want a computer just for web browsing and checking email and stuff? Get a Chromebook, it's way cheaper. It also has apps through the Chrome Web Store for games, etc. It's lightweight, it has pretty decent battery life, around 4 to 6.5 hours on most models. The biggest downside to the Chromebook, in my opinion, is that there is still no Skype app. It's available on Android, but not Chrome. Come on, Google, do me a solid. Google Chat, IMO, and other video chat options are certainly available. I just need Skype for work. Sad face. So, if you are looking to get a computer on the cheap, these are two of my recommendations. I would definitely go with Raspberry Pi or a Chromebook over the $249 Windows PC laptop deals out there. So, if you had limited funds and needed a new computer, what would you go with? Get creative and put those ideas down below. Also, keep giving us TechNSpec topics to cover in the future. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Click this here annotation or go to SourceFed.com for all of our newsy, bloggy type stuff and every video we've ever made. I'm Trisha Hirschberger, and we'll see you next time.